Previously on Cheaper by the Dungeon.
You hear the doorbell ring, and you open the door, and you see this little human boy wearing a wetsuit. Hi, Gilbert, it's me, Bradley, and I'm here to see Paige. Actually, before you start riding away to Orem, everybody make a perception check.
What the? You can speak horse?
Oh, yeah, I can. Pretty cool, huh?
Gilbert, why does he know how to talk to a horse?
To be honest, that's a new one for me, actually. I didn't know that. Bradley, that's incredible.
So, Gilbert, we're going to Orem, and are you coming with us?
We'll shop around, get some supplies, and I think we said we wanted to investigate the key some more there, right? You notice that the passersby are looking at you guys as you're arguing quite loudly, and they're kind of giving weird, strange looks to you, Dariun. And Gilbert notices this. Dariun, do you mind actually wearing this cloak? You are an Eladrin, and you're green. People don't see green elves very often.
To be honest, Dariun, you look like a damn lizard. You know, tall, green.
Oh my goodness, Normandy!
Excuse me, coming from the goat standing in front of me? Your
I have
horns are
two
ridiculous.
Higher class and higher class people are showing up. You hear a bell clanging, and you hear the town crier just saying, "Attention! King Pontus Alvaro is dead! The funeral will be held this evening!"
I'm starting to feel bad now, that he's dead because of us, basically.
Well, I think that's mostly because of you, Normandy. You kind of made that decision.
Hello, everybody. It is me, Seth, DM for Cheaper by the Dungeon, alongside Jacob,
Hello!
Connor,
I've arrived.
and a dying Adam.
Hello. Oh, no. Oh, it's going to be a good one, boys. I can tell.
Adam, you want to explain your situation right now?
Yeah, so I had the flu last week, and it's been kind of moving all the way across my body, different sicknesses, different days, and it just so happens I lost my voice yesterday, and so it's starting to come back now, but if I ever get animated or try to do accents like Normandy's, it tends to crack, so, oh no. So just be patient with me, guys, and listeners, I do apologize.
We basically quarantined Adam. We have a mic that's dangling down to the bottom of the well where we placed him. And that's what we're doing right now.
We don't want to get sick.
Soundproofing this place, yeah, has been a nightmare. All the rocks and the walls.
If you want to save Adam or maybe get him some medicine or help him get out of the well, you can join us on Patreon, actually. If you go to the $20 tier, I'm sure that'll be enough for some.
All we need is those crazy numbers on the front of your mom's credit card and those funny little numbers on the back, too, as well as the expiration date.
Hashtag save Adam from the well.
That's right, Connor. And the good news is, all we need is those numbers once, and we'll take it from there.
No, we're good. We're set. Go tell your mom. Okay, let's get into it. Brief recap of last episode. Basically, you guys started in the mansion. You met this mischievous little boy named Bradley who is in love with Paige. You also met James. He's the new butler there now. You met him for the first time, obviously. And then you went to Orem, and you did some shopping. Connor lost his sword for now while it's getting upgraded. The rest of you went to Valentine's magic shop and bought some cool and borderline useless items. Some of them are useless. Well, everything has a place, I guess.
Oh, man, the most disgusting thing was that razor blade covered in human skin. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, Dariun has that.
I've got big plans for that one. You have no
my
idea.
gosh, I can't
That
even think
skin's
about
not
that
coming
thing.
off.
No matter how hard you try. All right, so basically where we left off was you guys left Valentine's, so you're just outside there. You can see his living wagon that he stays in. It's kind of like one of those circus types, and it has the Valentine, the Cursed Curiosity Collector on the side. And you're outside, and Gilbert said, what do you guys want to do? You have 5 hours till the funeral, and you also have the key to investigate, but really you can do whatever you want. So what do you want to do?
I clear my throat, and I say, all right, this is what I propose we do. I think we take the first 2 hours to team up together to find out as much as we can about this key and this clue to the next grand treasure, and then after that we can split up for the next 3 hours, or stick together if we want to kind of go explore and run our own personal errands. What do you guys think?
Normandy, are you okay? Your voice sounds terrible.
Do you know what? I think I breathed in some of the fungus in that guy's shop back there at Valentine's place, and he
heard
said
that.
he said not lick anything, and I couldn't resist. Or oh no, maybe it was the jelly beans that we had before, and I'm kind of sounding like you, Zippy, so maybe that's what's going on. I don't know.
Those damn raisins.
This place definitely is a tricky little place. You best be watching out so your voice doesn't get any worse.
Well, it's kind of tricky because I'm a bard, so all my spells are magically triggered, and musically triggered, so I'm kind of doomed.
That is a terrible fate.
I didn't think about that. Actually, like, losing your voice would be a bard's worst nightmare.
Yeah. Or maybe everything's like super powerful. You know what I'm saying? Just unleashing the
raw potential.
No, I think you're as mediocre as ever. Unfortunately, Normandy.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
So, anyways, getting back within the fourth wall. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that's a good idea?
Well, I definitely want to be there for investigating this key. That's one thing I would really like to be a part of. So if we could look at doing that first, I'd prefer that. I don't know what everyone else is thinking.
I think the first place we should go to, unless anyone else has any suggestions, is probably the god of Salem. He must have a church or a temple around here that we can go ask a priest some questions about this symbol, maybe.
Yeah, I would definitely suggest that we be careful, though. I'm sure this is probably a very sought-after piece, or if the news gets out about it, we could make ourselves a little bit of targets here. So we should probably try and keep a low profile, at least about the key itself.
Why don't we go to a music shop first and then make our way to the funeral and we'll talk to a priest there? That's like killing two
rabbits with one stone. I'm pretty sure it's how it goes. That's rabbits, one stone.
Not really what I was thinking.
I'm so sorry. I didn't even realize. I mean,
I don't know how you couldn't have made that connection, but anyways, I need to use the bathroom. Do you think we can get to one on the way?
Gilbert pipes in. He's like, yeah, there should be some bathrooms on the way. There's lots of restaurants. There's lots of stores and streets and alleyways, I guess. It depends on what you're looking for.
I was going to say, I'm sure there's some side street.
Gilbert, you just needed to tell me just one simple direction. It's okay. You don't need to list off the entire world here.
So, yes, of course, that way. And he points north.
There I go! Follow me, everyone!
All right.
Wait, but is this the right way to the music place?
Yes, it's on the way.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so as you go, Zippy, you want to go in the first store you see to find a bathroom?
The first one.
The first one. Okay, you go in a store, and it's a shoe cobbler's store.
Can I use one of your shoes, sir?
You go up to the counter and ask that, and you see it's this large furbolg, and they're kind of these like ogreish type things, and he just looks over the counter. He's like,
"Well, hey, no, please don't go to the bathroom in those shoes. That's not the place for that.
Do you actually have facilities then instead of using the shoes?
Yes, sure. Yeah, let me take you around back. My name's Rob, by the way. Rob, Big Rob. That's what they call me, of course. Yep, made that up. Yeah, let me lead you to back.
Gilbert's not going to be happy about the shoes in his house then. Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait. You've been going to the bathroom and oh man.
Do you know what, Zippy? Just blame it on James. He's out of there anyway.
Yeah.
It's a good. I didn't touch the sandals. I just used the holes. I mean, the holes in the normal shoes. You see, I don't wear shoes. It all looks the same to me, bathrooms and all.
I just noticed you're not wearing pants.
Why is that a thing people notice?
Well, it's kind of obvious. I mean, everybody wears pants.
I guess that's true, but...
Anyways, let me take you around back. There's also a restaurant. That's where the facilities are.
Rob takes you around back, I guess, from this cobbler's store, and there's actually a corn cob restaurant in the back. So he takes you back there, and there's a bathroom, and you can go do whatever.
Normandy!
Yes.
There's no toilet paper in here.
You know what? I'm sure you can think of Maytand or Mend or something like that to get you through it.
Normandy, I just need your help, please.
I just quietly walk away.
Wow, Norman,
Normandy!
you're just really gonna leave him high and dry like that, huh?
Well, he's not dry yet. Give him a second, and he will be.
Rob speaks up to you guys since you're in the store as well, and he's like,
Hey, would you boys be interested in either a cob or a clog or one of my cobbled shoes?
How much are the shoes?
Depends on the size of the foot and the style. But usually pretty affordable.
I'm like a size 11 and a half, unless my feet are a different size than my player size. But if they are the same, then it should be around 11 and a half. And
they're the same.
Then I have 70 gold pieces to my name.
Okay. You want some Nike? Nike
Um,
swoosh.
I'm more of an Adidas guy. Oh my gosh, this is brutal. I'm more of an Adidas guy myself.
Okay. You want some sneakers? You want some high tops?
We better get an endorsement through this episode, by the way.
We
Norman,
better,
you don't
seriously. That's why I'm doing this.
Norman, you
Sorry,
don't
we
want
does.
any J's on your feet?
Well, these are actually limited edition monk soles, so,
You're
they
probably
can't-
still wearing some, like, monk shoes.
Yeah, they got excellent grip, made out of paper, so...
Paper's bad. How about real shoes? How much gold did you say you had?
I have like 72.
It's like 30 for some shoes. Want new shoes? What about a cob?
Do they give me, Seth, would they give me any, like, mechanical benefits?
Nah, they just look fresh.
Do you know what?
Fresh
Yeah.
to death.
As long as they're mad fresh, sure, I slammed it down to 30 gold pieces.
He gives you the freshest pair of sneakers. D&D
All right.
style.
Sick.
And he's
That's
like,
awesome.
what color do you want them to be?
Well, what looks good with a tan yellow? You know what? Black is timeless. Let's do that.
Okay, black.
No, like a coral pink. That would look good
What?
with like coral pink for sure.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, here you go.
And you get some coral pink sneakers.
Plus 10 charisma, baby.
Plus maxed out charisma from these.
What about you, green fella?
Hey, don't talk about his skin color. He's super sensitive about that. You definitely don't want to get on that train because it's on like a one track. Anyways, it's.
What do you mean all goblins are green? Listen, Mr. Goblin, lots of them love my cobs. They say once you've had one of Rob's hot cobs in your gobs that you can't stop.
Do you know
Stop
what? I'm
talking,
actually.
and I smack whatever's off the counter off of it.
I tried to use Maytand to catch it.
He's talking, you slap all the stuff off the counter?
Yeah, because I kept trying to stop him, and he kept insulting me, so I was very upset.
Okay, all the shoe boxes and like some cash and just some like little papers and stuff from his business go flying. You try to cast Mage Hand, Normandy, but you only catch a few things, not everything. And stuff goes slamming to the floor. Zippy, what's in the bathroom?
I'm sweating up a storm in here. I realized I haven't gone to the bathroom ever since we started this adventure.
That's a good point.
What about the gravel?
That was just for show.
Okay.
That was just a joke. The Furbolg, Rob, backs up. He's like,
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to offend.
No, I'm sick of this garbage, and I take the cloak off, I toss it on the ground, and I storm out of the shop.
And then I say, and you know what? I'm very offended. Goblins come in many different colors. They come in blue, blacks, greens, not just green. They come in a whole myriad. So you are ignorant, my friend. And I storm out to follow Dariun.
Gilbert chases after you guys as well.
The toilet flushes, and then Zippy walks out. Thank you very much, my friend. Unfortunately, today I wish I did have pants. No one looked at my behind. I didn't. There was no toilet paper in there, and I think you should maybe think of restocking, sir.
Mum's the word, and I'll get right on that.
Zippy walks out to join the others.
And you didn't notice, but the only last strands of toilet paper are stuck to your foot.
Oh no!
You never noticed.
Hey, what's going on, everyone out here? Dariun, are you okay?
No, I'm done with this. I've had it with these insensitive swine. How dare they insult my skin color like this? I'm an Eladrin, the purest of elven blood. To be equated with some goblin.
We've heard it before,
Screw
Darian.
this.
Normandy, can you stop for a second, please? You've been nothing but rude to me and Dariun for the past, pretty much all of today. You left me stranded back there in the bathroom, and before you were being very rude to Dariun about his skin color, and you can easily tell it's sensitive to him.
You're mistaken, Zippy. I was actually looking for toilet paper for you the whole time. I didn't get a chance to find any.
Normandy,
but it
we
looks
all
like you
know.
found some, though.
Normandy, you said you were leaving, and then you left me. You're constantly trying to dodge responsibility here, Normandy. Listen, we need to all work together, and if you're just not going to take any of us seriously, it's just bringing down the whole party.
You know what? I like where your head's at, Zippy, and I think with that point, we should go to the music store.
I think I would rather talk this out right now, since you're again trying to dodge this situation here. Dariun, what do you think?
You know what? I think I've had it with this for a little bit. Do whatever you want with the key. I'm out of here. And I walk away.
Whoa.
Gilbert yells at you and is like, "No, Dariun, please, we got to stick together. Come on."
Well, I've had it with the tiefling over there. I need my own space for a little bit.
What?
Fine, but meet us at the square for the funeral, okay? 5 hours.
Fine.
Wait, Dariun, at least let us know where you'll be in case we need to find you.
Probably finding trouble.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that.
Oh dang! This is going off the rails. Okay.
Normandy kind of looks at Zippy and kind of gives like a "that was pretty badass" kind of nod.
Normandy, I have half a mind to leave you as well. You really need to rethink how you treat this party.
You know what? I'll take that into consideration, Zip.
Okay, guys, let's not have another fight on our hands. What are we going to investigate the key or not?
Sure, let's do it.
Zip?
Yeah, I'll come as well. I'm feeling better after relieving myself.
Okay, let's go to the store. After that heated argument, you guys start making your way down the street, and Dariun splits off from the group to do whatever he's going to do. But we'll stick with the main group for now, and then we'll cut to you, Dariun, soon. But you guys make it, and you find a store with some like key font, like looks like piano keys, the sign, and then on top of the sign it says Songbird. And it's a music shop. As you guys go in, you hear a little bell. It rings, and inside you just see like floor-to-ceiling instruments. There's guitars. There's even accordions for you, Normandy, and there's pianos and stuff like that. There's like a ton of instruments, some you've never even seen before.
Before we go in, I say, Zippy, do you mind if I sing you a little song in case you need to ask some questions?
No, Normandy, I think I'd rather just take this on my own.
It might give you a bardic inspiration. Oh my gosh.
I'm okay, Norman.
All right, fair enough.
What's cooler than being cool?
Ice cold.
Dariun, you go back in the shadows. Okay, so you guys go inside. Zippy without inspiration, and as I said, you just see floor to ceiling, and you see at the counter there's this white pigeon Aarakocra wearing a name tag that says Lemon Macaw.
Hello, greetings.
Hello. Hi. Who are you? How can I help?
We're actually we're travelers, we're musicians, and we're interested in
What's your band?
Our band?
Yeah, the musicians have bands and then name them.
It's called The Tiefling and the Hare.
That sounds. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not so much a band really. Our friend here, Devin, who I'm pointing to Gilbert. Devin here, he's our manager. We're more like a duo, almost like a fun little song and dance duo.
Oh, can I get a little taste?
Unfortunately, you need to pay us for a little bit.
Oh, a little cheeky boy. Okay. Okay. So how can I help?
Well, we're actually looking for some help with the piano that we're trying to locate. Well, after give me one moment, and I kind of turn my shoulder to him, and then I kind of talk to Zippy and Gilbert.
It's a girl, by the way.
Oh, it's a girl. Okay, sorry. So I turn away from her, and I kind of go to Zippy and Gilbert, and I say, I really should have asked you guys this before, but do we want to show her the key, or are we just trying to find out more about what kind of piano this is from, or what?
I think probably best to maybe find out just what kind of make it is, what kind of piano it came from. I doubt she'll have any knowledge of Salem to any degree that'll be helpful for us, at least. But it's your call.
Okay. Thank you. I turn around and I say, we came across a magical item a while ago, and we were just wondering if someone were to ever enchant a musical instrument to play onto any surface, like a key, who would be able to do that? Would they get that enchanted here, or would that happen elsewhere? And who would be able to perhaps decipher such a spell?
Oh, let me think. Sorry, you're looking for enchanted magic items. And like how musical instruments would become enchanted?
Yes, that's right.
Who has the key right now, by the way?
Gilbert does.
No one in Orem. It's quite rare to find an enchanter, at least for most musical magical means. Most instruments are attuned to be.
Man, now I'm losing my voice. You cursed me, Adam. Jeez. Come on. Okay, 1 sec. 3, 2, 1. Woo. Okay.
I'm pigeon. Yeah, so you're gonna find that most musical items are enchanted with more hypnotism stuff or mood changing.
Have you ever seen an enchanted key before? Are you familiar with them?
Like a piano key?
Yes, like a piano key.
No.
Do you say
never?
Never? Well, then
Never ever.
You're pretty useless then. Do you know who may have? Do you have like a manager, supervisor around here? You seem like a low-level employee.
Oh yeah, let me go get my boss.
And then she goes away, and then you see this really tough-looking owl, Eric Cocker, come from the back. He's like,
I'll be.
I'll be. Terrible. Okay, it's an owl, Eric Cocker, and he comes out and he's wearing kind of like more like noble kind of garb, and he looks like the owner. And he goes, what do you need, little boy?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh, sorry, Norman. Are you the little boy?
Everyone's little when compared to my stature.
I'm wondering how familiar you are with enchanted items, specifically enchanted musical items. More specifically, a piano key. More specifically, a single piano key. Did we decide if it was a D or a C? I can't remember.
It definitely wasn't a B flat because it only has white keys.
Key.
Yeah, it was a white key. Do you know what? Can we just show him?
Yeah, you can show him if you want.
Gilbert, toss the piano key to me. And I'll put it on the table. We need to be
No,
safe with this
pass
thing.
it to me. Pass it to me.
I'm almost positive I asked first.
Zippy did ask first. Here you go.
Thank you.
And he gives you the key.
All right.
So the big owl Eric Cocker is looking kind of confused. His head spins around, and he's just like, why are you wasting my time? Why are you just... What do you want?
This key is enchanted, and we want to know what you can tell us about it. Zippy, show him how it works.
All right, here I go. I put it on the table, and I hit the note.
You push the key in, and it sinks into the counter like it did before in the table in Gilbert's house. It sinks in, and you hear just this Like, again, it's a note that plays, but it was very low before. This one's very high-pitched, and it almost sounds kind of sprucey, like wood. It's got this kind of flavor to it, but it's like it's very unnatural, and you've never really heard it, but it fills the music shop. Even kind of vibrates the counter a little bit, and the owl Aarakocra is just like bewildered, and it's just like, whoa.
That was definitely a B diminished chord, I think. I could definitely test it later, but if I had to guess, B diminished for sure.
Wait, give me that! And he goes to grab it.
No, and Zippy pulls it away.
Okay, you pull it away. Wait, sorry, I didn't mean to get handsy, but that is interesting, and I gotta get a closer look. Here, give it here.
I am inclined to hold on to it just because it's very sacred to our little musical duo here.
Did you come here for information on that thing or not? Or did you just come to show it off?
Why do you need to physically touch it? I don't understand.
I gotta get a closer look.
Oh, what do you think, Norman?
Listen, you little rabbit, I'm not going anywhere. You put it in my hands, I'm gonna inspect it in front of you.
How about this? I use Mage Hand, and I hold the key maybe 3 feet above all of us, and cause it to slowly rotate so we can examine it, but it's out of reach of everybody.
Okay, you do that, you grab it, and you raise it up, and he's just like, can I look at it now? Can I get a closer look now?
Well, you're the one with owl eyes. You should be able to see it from like a mile away. Isn't that how it works?
That's eagle eyes.
Anyway, right. Sorry. I lower it.
Damn it, Normandy.
But are you gonna let him inspect it now? Now that it's above?
I'm gonna leave the hard decisions to Normandy.
Sure. Yeah, totally.
Oh my goodness, okay. You shouldn't have done that.
I thought you were gonna let me make the decisions.
You did, but I wasn't happy with that one.
The owl moves across the counter, and you can see he's very large. Like most Aarakocra are like about 5 feet, and they're kind of like skinny. This is a big, beefy owl boy, and he comes around.
Like how tall is he?
Oh, he's about like 6'2".
Oh, man, this is always my struggle. I never realize how tall they are. Oh my
we should have
gosh.
brought the Jays for him.
He comes around and he says, I'll do it your way. I won't touch it. Jeez, you guys make this difficult.
You'll have to forgive us. We've just had bad experiences in the past where people have tried to take things.
Who hasn't? But you can't live your life in fear. You gotta trust people. Let me just take a look. Jeez. He's very annoyed with you guys. You see he pulls out of his pocket some spectacles with round rims, and he puts them on. And you can see they start kind of glowing. The rims glow a little bit as he's staring at this. And at first he's just like, whoa, jeez. A lot of magical energy coming off this thing. Jeez, this levels are spiking. He looks at the key and it's just floating. And hey, horn boy, could you twirl it a bit? I gotta see the sides.
Clockwise or counterclockwise, or maybe you want a spirally kind of effect. It looks best that way.
Clockwise, but keep it slow.
Okay.
So as it slowly turns in the mage hand, the symbol of Salem on the bottom starts to get shown, and he's like, okay. Oh. That's something. So from my investigation, I think what you're dealing with is definitely just an ivory piano key, maybe with some hints of redwood in it, and also it's got a symbol of Salem on it, and it's very magical. Can I see it now? Can I hold it?
Of course.
Okay, so you drop the key into his hands, and it lands in his little owl claw wing hand. He's like, oh, yeah, got some weight to it. Yeah, this looks to be made by the Shelley brand. Yeah, definitely the Shelley brand of pianos. That's where this key would find its fit. Can we press it in one of my pianos over here? Do you guys want to try that?
I'd love to.
Okay.
Well, Zippy, what do you think?
Sorry, I was just checking my behind right now. It's still a little dirty. Yeah, sure. Pants seem like a better idea every day. But yeah, I'd love to try it on the piano. I'd love to learn some piano too if we have some time.
Lessons start at 5 gold a pop.
Can we do a half-an-hour lesson here and now?
Do you really want a half-hour piano lesson?
Well, after we look at the key.
Okay. Sure, yeah, sure. I'll get Lemon to come out and teach us something. But I gotta say, boys, I'm intrigued by this. Let's go try this in an actual piano. And you bring it around back, and there's a room filled with pianos kind of on the side. It's quite a big music store. And you see lots of pianos, and he goes to one, a Shelley-type piano. You see, like, the signature of a Shelley piano. And he sees a key, and he plucks it out. And then he goes in the back. He's like, just give me a moment, boys. I'm going to rig it up so the key kind of works.
He's not going into a different room. He's just behind the piano?
He's just working on the piano in the room with you guys. And he goes to the piano, fixes it, and it takes some time. Do you guys want to browse the shop, or are you going to just wait for him to finish?
I want to look at the banjos.
Okay.
I'm going to stay right there with him.
Okay. So, Zippy, you are looking at banjos in the side, and Lemon Macaw comes back out, and she's like, Oh, yes, those are very nice banjos. Are you looking at purchasing one?
All of them seem too big for me.
Yes. How about this child-sized one, actually?
How much for this one?
Let me check.
10,000 gold pieces.
We want to add a little more flavor to our duo.
Oh, yes. Sorry, what instruments do you guys play? I never asked.
Well, he's the song part, I'm the dance part, but I feel like I'm not putting enough weight into the whole thing, you know? It seems like people only want to listen to him instead of watch me dance. And so I want to be a bigger part, and so I want to make it like a song dance type thing.
Dance song, yes. Yeah, well, this here banjo, child size, is 15 gold.
This is very tempting. Could you give me a half an hour lesson on this after the piano half an hour lesson? Like an hour full?
Sure. An hour for 10 gold. Half piano, half banjo.
Okay, I'll take the banjo right now and bring it over and start plucking away.
Okay.
In my own time.
You're going to become the weirdest skilled rabbit in the world. Okay, you bring it over to the counter and you pay the gold and you have a child-sized banjo. You can write that down in your instruments.
Okay.
You don't know how to play it yet, though.
No, of course.
Back to Normandy and the owl. He's just working away, like kind of fitting the strings in the back so the piano works. And he mentions to you, he sees you just kind of looking over his shoulder, and he's like, "Oh, seriously suspicious, aren't you guys? Jeez."
No, I'm actually very fascinated with the the magic of music. I actually grew up. Yes, I grew up on a monk island, quite far away from here, and my mentor tried to teach me the ways of the monk, but for some reason, never really channeled through me. But I found that through their books, their hymnals, I could make inexplicable things happen, and I've actually been able to cast spells consistently with song, and so this fascinates me to no end.
I'm just wondering how my feet are going to touch the foot pedals. I see no way I can do that.
Zippy comes walking in, plucking away at the banjo poorly, and he's like, "Oh yeah, for you, we'll have some stilts or something."
Oh, I'm so excited. You guys are so accommodating.
Otherwise, that would have been a harrowing situation.
Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Coming into my shop, telling these jokes. Terrible joke. Anyways, it's almost done. And he's finishing up tying the strings in the back. And you see the key. It stands out amongst the rest. It's more white and it's got a hint of red to it. But it kind of stands out more than the other unpolished keys on this specific Shelley grand piano.
Does it have a hint of red to it because of the wood it's made out of?
Yeah, there's a little bit of redwood he mentioned, but it's only like a hint. But mostly white. You wouldn't really notice the red unless you looked at it through inspecting goggles like he did.
Sorry, I forget this guy's name. It's
He never said.
Ooh, I'll say sorry before you do anything else. I missed your name. I'm so sorry.
Oh, wait. About time. Jeez, the name's Dawson Owlton.
Dawson Owlton. That's an awesome name. I love it. Before you play anything, let me just get one thing ready. And I take up my music box, which can play music or record music if I take the pearl out of it. And I open it, and I take the pearl out, and I say, I really love to capture the sound that this makes.
All right. Sure. Ready? And your thing starts twirling, and the recording is happening in the music box.
Check, check, check. I tap it. Check, check. Yep, we're live.
And you see, he's like, any requests?
Play My Fair Lady, or My Hair Lady, or, either one. Either variation.
All right, here we go. And he starts playing a little bit, avoiding the key. And you can hear it's like going up, it's playing the song. And then all of a sudden he gets to a point where he like hits a chord, and then he raises a finger, and he plays the note. And we're going to cut to Dariun.
Oh.
So we're going to cut to Dariun.
Darian's crying under a bridge.
No one understands me.
Okay, so we are with Dariun. Dariun, we're going to go back in time a bit to when you just left the group, filled with emotions and rage, how you've been treated recently, and even by the people in Orem, how they've been calling you goblins and everything. You tossed the cloak aside and you ran off into a nearby alleyway. In this alleyway, it's just dirty. You see some like homeless people, which is kind of surprising. Most on the main streets, like it's just noble, and you didn't really realize there was any poverty. But in the dark corners, in certain alleyways, you see some hints of it. And here, though, as you're walking, your green skin is starting to turn a bit. And it's starting to change colors. You're kind of like fading in different hues.
What the fuck?
What do you want to do?
What? Son of a... I just kind of like embrace what's happening.
You lean into your emotions?
Yeah, like, does it feel like my emotions are impacting it?
Yeah, you feel really woozy. You're kind of lightheaded, and you feel like you're getting angrier and angrier as you go down this alleyway.
Well, yeah, I'm storming off, man. So I'm going to lean into it.
As you emerge from the alleyway on the other side, you come into more daylight, and it shines on you, and you realize your skin is no longer green. You are, in fact, red.
What?
You have changed seasons. Aladrin style.
What does that mean?
Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, whatever. Fine. And Dariun starts looking around for the closest tavern.
Okay. You look around and you find the one that you saw on the way into Orem. And in the last episode, it's called Poor Decisions, like Pour. And it's just a tavern. Yeah, it's just your regular old tavern.
Yeah, I go up and go inside.
Yo, that corset, man. You gotta put that corset on.
I sold it back to him.
Ah, darn.
You go into the tavern, and this is like there's a lot of merchants and travelers in this one. It's not the ritziest tavern, and you see a lot of tough-looking folks in the corner. But there's an open bar stool at the counter, and you see just a human guy just like wiping a glass.
I walk up, I don't sit down, and just put my hands on the counter and go, 3 pints, please.
3 pints?
3 pints of whatever you got.
Oh, you got it. Okay, here you go. And he starts pouring, and he starts lining them up for you. Everybody around is kind of looking at you really weird. They're like, what is that elf's problem? Why is he red?
I glance over my shoulder, kind of seeing this, and I look over at them and go, the hell are you looking at?
Roll intimidation.
Not great. Yep, that's only a 10.
People are taken aback, but then they kind of like their brows furrow, and they're like, who is this guy? What's his problem? Jeez, he just comes in here and starts making a racket. People aren't impressed with you, but your drinks are all poured in front of you.
I slam the first 2. Just like down them.
Okay. You do that. And a guy pulls up a seat next to you, and it's a lizard man. And he's just regular kind of green lizard guy. Nothing too particular about him. He's wearing a cool little leather jacket. And he looks at you and he's like, "Oh, I like the way you drink."
I just look over at him and pause for a sec and go, "How freaking ironic," as I finish the second one.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And the lizard man's like, "I don't get it, but okay." And then he orders a drink and then leaves to go sit at another table. As you're drinking, please make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. Oh, that was way better than my intimidation check. That's going to be 19.
Okay. You are good. You're not too sloppy. You can handle your liquor. So you're still standing upright, basically.
I grabbed the third one and walked back over to that lizard man. Like, is he by himself, the lizard man?
No, he went to go just chat with some other folk, but he's at a table with like various other people.
I walk over with my drink and look at him. Did you need something before?
No, I was just making conversation. I was just impressed with your drinking. Looked like you had a bad day.
You wouldn't believe. Is he holding a drink?
Yeah. He just has some regular old ale.
I finish my third one, and then I pick up his and I start drinking his.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez. Oh, this guy's going up the rails. Guys, come check him out. Everybody's like, whoa, what is wrong with this guy? He's drinking like he's going to die today. You take it and slam it back. Make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit. That was oh boy, here we go, boys. That was a natural 1.
Oh, no.
It's about time.
Blackout. No. You down this, and this was the tipping point, as they say. As you like slam it down on the table, everyone's kind of like cheering because they're like, "This guy's crazy," and you now get +5 temporary hit points. You're going to get advantage on strength checks and charisma checks, advantage on fear saves, disadvantage on charm saves, and you have disadvantage on intelligence and wisdom checks. Also, you're incredibly drunk, so talk like it.
All right.
You have liquid courage right now.
I'll take another.
Sir, I think I'm going to have to cut you. And then the lizard guy pipes up and he's like, "Get this man another drink right now. This is too funny." And he's like, "Okay, sure." And everybody's like, "Yeah, drink. And the mug just slides over across the bar to you and you catch it. And everybody's just like, "Drink.
All right, I drink it. I'm trying to give into peer pressure, boys.
Hell yeah! You drink it, and things are starting to go blurry. Your tolerance is really going down. What do you want to do?
I start cheering, like after I like finish it, kind of like yell up in the air to get everybody else all riled up. And I start looking around everybody and get like, how many people are in this pub right now?
There's about probably 40 people.
All right, I get everybody all hyped up and go, "Now these are my people. All right, everybody, a round of drinks on me."
Everybody's like, "Oh shit!" And they're like losing it. They're like, "This guy's the best." Everybody's opinion of you has done a complete 180.
Is there a band in there?
No, but people are gonna start singing soon if you want.
I tap a couple of guys beside me and I go, Start around, let's go, let's get it moving.
Yeah, this guy. Everybody starts getting drinks. Like the bartender's like running around furiously trying to fulfill everybody's orders. And you are starting to lose a little bit. You're starting to fade. But people are still cheering. You're really sloppy. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, we can still keep it together, though. That's a 14.
Okay. One drunk like Goliath starts coming up to you and he's like, "Yeah!" And he tries to punch you in the face. But you dodge out of the way and collapse to the floor. You start picking yourself up. What do you want to do?
So he tried to punch me in the face?
Yeah.
I punch him.
Okay. Anywhere specific?
Is he kind of like stumbled past me?
Yeah, he stumbled a little bit past you.
Just kind of like in, just because I can't totally read if this was like a playful punch or if he was like trying to like take me out. So it'll just be kind of like a rib punch.
Okay. Roll the hit.
That's a 17.
Okay, you pick yourself up and you just sloppily walk over and give him a good old wallop in the ribs. The Goliath just yells in a little bit of pain, and he flops over onto a table, cracking it in half and slamming to the floor. And everybody's like, yeah! Everyone's cheering for you. They're like, this guy's nuts. He took down the guy. He took down Big Jerry. Anybody in this world that's like a large person is usually has big before their name, by the way.
Let's keep on going, boys.
Yeah, drink. The time is starting to go quite fast for you. Minutes or hours seems like minutes now, and you're just completely out of it.
So
one last Constitution saving throw as you keep drinking.
So sorry, I wasn't still drinking at that point. I just want to clarify that. Sorry to bring that
you
back.
don't want another drink?
No, I was just going to encourage everybody else to keep going.
Okay.
In the little bit of sobriety I have left, while everybody is like, things are chaotic and everybody's singing and cheering and doing whatever, I'm going to try and walk out.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
That is going to be, that's +7, sorry. 18.
Okay. You
Damn.
start, like, sloppily, walking out cowboy style out of a saloon, and you're just walking one foot in front of the other, and you see people, you didn't notice it really, but there's starting to be more bar fights. People are punching each other in the corners. A chair goes flying from one end of the bar to the other, and it just goes, like, right behind your head, and you don't even pay mind to it. And you just, it's starting to get really chaotic in there, and you just kind of open the doors to the bar, and you hear the bartender be like, well, hey, you have to pay for all this.
I just keep walking out.
Okay, you just don't even hear it, and you close the doors, and that's where we're gonna take a break.
Hey guys, how's it going? Adam here. I play Norman D. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast and putting up with my voice this episode. If you're still here, it can't be that bad. Seriously though, you guys listening to us is what gives us the motivation to keep doing what we're doing, to always get better, to keep improving, and we're just having such a blast making this and making it with you guys, and we just want to say thank you. We have a couple of announcements and sponsors to go through, and I'm going to try to get through them as fast as possible so we can right back to the action. Our sponsor for this week's episode is Vagrants and Vagabonds. Vagrants spelled Vagrants, not with a CE, as I made the mistake of the first time I searched it. Seth talked about these guys a little bit last week because they actually became our newest Patreon member last week, which is awesome. But this week they were a full-blown sponsor. These guys are a Twitch channel, or they have a Twitch channel. They're an actual play D&D 5th edition show. They air every Thursday night at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you get Eastern Time and not miss it like I did once. I personally checked them out, and they're really fun and a really, really good group of guys. And they actually have surprisingly good character voices, something I have a deep appreciation for. These guys got it really going on. If you want to check them out, you can catch up with their Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign that they're playing through, or you can go in their backlog and watch some of their one-shots. All their one-shots are awesome. They are based on Brothers Grimm fairy tales. My personal favorite is their Beauty and the Beast one, which got really out of hand. And they became our most recent Patreon member, which means that they have really good taste and similar taste to what you guys have. Next thing, something kind of personal to my heart, is I want to thank Jacob Goudreau for making all the music for us. He's actually my brother, my twin brother, so I really like him, but I promise I'm not biased. If you guys have enjoyed the music that we've had in the last couple episodes, it's all his doing. He's an amazing composer. He's in the middle of launching a brand new business and website. I'm sure he'll be a sponsor coming up soon. But anyways, for now, Jacob, thank you so much for making this podcast that much more immersive, and hopefully you guys enjoy it too. The biggest announcement that I want to tell you guys about, if you guys follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, you will have heard about our death match coming up with Defy Danger. So Defy Danger, they are a group that just specializes basically on Twitch in running D&D 5th edition team death matches. They're doing a Kickstarter right now too. If you Google 5th edition team deathmatch Kickstarter, they're going to be the first thing, or one of the first things that pops up. You definitely want to check them out because they're doing crazy, amazing things like one-off death matches, battle royale style, like what we're doing. So the date is this upcoming Sunday, so November 18th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're going to have that to watch later up on our YouTube channel and things like that too, but we really want you guys to come out and watch us live and support us. It's going to be 4-player versus, so us, the 4 of us. Seth is actually going to play with us, which I'm really excited about, versus the Critical Hit Studio. You guys can check them out. They have reviews online. They have their own podcast, everything. You can watch it either on our Twitch channel, which if you just go on twitch.tv and search Cheaper by the Dungeon, we're the first thing that pops up, or you can go to Defy Danger's Twitch channel on twitch.tv for the live stream. So really quick, how you guys can support us. I know you're asking yourself every time you listen to us, man, I love these guys. I want to ensure that they can feed themselves so that they can keep making this amazing podcast that gets me through every 2 weeks. So the best way, obviously, is word of mouth. Tell a friend, tell a family member. The next thing is if you literally know nobody, rate us on iTunes. That really helps us get discovered by people who you don't know and we don't know. Kind of just gets us popped up into other people's pages. And if you're really crazy and you love the show, consider supporting us on Patreon. We have a whole bunch of different tiers. My personal favorite is the $10 a month one. It gets you all the personalized custom music of Cheaper by the Dungeon, including the music that you've heard in the last couple episodes and all music that comes down the line. And some of it is just insane. I can't wait till you guys hear it. Last but not least, you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter. Facebook being Cheaper by the Dungeon, and on Twitter it's at Cheaper Dungeon. Really easy. Most important thing is our next episode is coming out 2 weeks from now, Tuesday, November 27th. You'll definitely want to subscribe so that you get our next episode, and so that we can hang out with you on the Tuesday, November 27th. Sorry, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyways, that's all the announcements. I tried to keep it short, but look at me ramble. Back to the action.
And we are back in the music shop. We're going to leave drunk Dariun alone for a second. Probably not the best idea to leave him alone. But we are back in the music shop. And Normandy and Zippy make a dexterity saving throw.
What? 18.
20. Not natural, though.
You guys get like a sixth sense that something bad's gonna happen as he hits this note, and you guys kind of like duck for cover, and you're like, oh, here it comes, something's happening, and you feel like the air around you is getting powerful, and it's like condensing in the Shelley grand piano, and as Dawson hits the note, boom, the piano explodes.
Whoa.
And shrapnel goes everywhere. You hear just like the snapping of strings and just the ripping of wood, and you can see that Dawson like falls on his back, and you can see blood coming as the right hand that he used to play the note is now gone. And you guys, however, luckily hid behind some drums. And all the shrapnel was kind of blocked, but everything in this shop kind of like starts falling off the walls, and you can hear Lemon scream in the background. What do you do?
My piano lesson!
I grab my music box and make sure that it's okay.
It is.
I quickly put my pearl inside and close it and put it away.
Okay.
I check to see if my mini banjo is okay.
You check.
We gotta check our gear, right, Zippy? I mean, musicians, we get it.
Oh my god, Normandy, how can you act like this? This is such a crazy time. It just exploded.
You're right. I run up to Dawson, and I inspect him and say, "Are you all right?"
As you look at him, you see that Dawson looks different. He had like brown owlish feathers, but now they're kind of gray, and he looks much different. He's unconscious currently.
The explosion singed his feathers. They're all gray.
I hum under my breath, or I kind of sing quietly to myself, and with my voice, I don't know how this is going to sound, guys, but it's going to say, "As our bodies are put to the test, may this owl find some rest." And I'm going to cast Song of Rest on him.
Beautiful. He wakes up. Roll for that. Roll the healing.
Okay, so do I add my spell modifier to that, or is it just 1d6?
I don't believe so.
Okay, well, it was a 6. I'm just trying to stabilize him, basically.
Okay, he seems to be stabilized. The colors don't come back in his feathers, but he looks like you can see some breathing starting to happen again, and he looks like he'll be okay. However, he's still bleeding a bit from his newly lost hand part.
Wow, that's brutal.
And you can see that where the Shelley grand piano was is now kind of just like a crater-ish. Like the windows that were behind it, kind of like leading out into the streets of Orem, are now completely broken. You can see people outside on the streets are like peering in, and they're like, "What just happened in there?" And everybody's super just curious, like what is going on? Like a scene is being made.
Gilbert, are you all right? Where's Gilbert?
I'm behind this drum.
Oh,
I'm behind. What? I've never seen that. That's never happened whenever I tried it.
So there's a crater?
Not like a big crater, but there's like, it looks like some like flames happened, and it just kind of like went off.
And did you say that the key was destroyed?
No, you haven't checked.
Oh, I look for it.
Perception check.
Okay. 16.
You find it just in the corner of the shop. It kind of like rolled away under some fallen guitars, and you find the key perfectly unharmed.
I pick it up. Zippy, look! It's totally undamaged.
I can't look at that right now, Normandy. The Mr. Owlman is dying right now. He's bleeding all over the place. We should help him.
Didn't you hear my great song? He's gonna be fine.
He's bleeding still.
Lemon comes out from hiding behind the counter in the other room and runs over, and it's like, what happened? What happened?
We don't know. Something just exploded while he was playing. Something magical must have happened.
Boss, are you okay? Is he okay?
No, he doesn't look okay.
No, he's not.
I'm gonna be honest. Normandy tried to help him, and he literally just put him to sleep, even though he's probably already knocked out from the pain. The best I can do is cauterize the wound, and so Zippy casts Flame Blade. And
what? What the heck is this?
And casts it, and so I have the blade for 10 minutes, and it's 3. If I use it it lights the room, and I imagine it can cauterize wounds if I'm being creative with it. And if I were to attack with it, it does 3d6.
I guess you could call that a serious attack.
Oh my god.
That was awful.
I'm going to start taking away inspiration points from you.
I'll do my best, but I'm not so much of a doctor, but I'll try my best. And so Zippy brings the flame blade close to his hand, where I imagine where the source of all the blood's coming from, and kind of brings it close enough to start cauterizing the wound. We're gonna need to get out of here as soon as possible, though, Normandy. The authority's gonna come in. I don't want to have to sit here and answer a bunch of questions.
You're right, and I look at Yellow, and I say, can you get him to hospital?
You mean Lemon?
Oh, what did I say? Yellow? Sorry, color association. I look at Lemon, sorry, and I say, can you get him to a hospital? He needs medical attention now.
I can try to bring him to one of the clerics. But please cauterize the wound first.
Zippy, make a medicine check to cauterize that wound.
Okay.
Good luck, man.
Better not roll a
I
1.
rolled a nat 20.
Yes!
Sing! I am a doctor.
So let me describe the scene for you guys. Zippy appears from the back, brushes off some of the dust that got on him, summons this flaming scimitar blade which glows in the room, walks over, quickly just like and just slices and dices and cauterizes the hell out of that thing real quick. Actually does some healing on him. And and also the searing kind of just cauterization pain that comes from the flame shoots into his nervous system, and you see his eyes open wide, and he's like,
oh, hell yeah.
That was amazing.
Zippy is a healer.
Yeah, it's crazy. Healing through
Here's a
fire,
druid
baby.
healer.
Stay calm. I'm just finishing up here.
What happened?
Zippy, that was amazing. You just got your hand blown off. Sorry about that, but we saved your life.
What? And he like tries to, you can see he's like trying to kind of bend his fingers in his right hand, but of course there's none there. So it's a little phantom limb kind of motion for him. And he's just like, how am I gonna play? My life is music, and I can't play with one hand. You can see like he's like in shock, one from getting hurt, but just seeing the lost hand and how it's not reacting is really taking a toll on this music shop owner.
And I can't quite understand what you're feeling right now, because I have 2 of these right here, and I show him my hands. But
You monster!
but what I do know is that you'll definitely do your best for the rest of your life. You'll do absolutely the best you can, because that's all we can do. Life's just a series of what you're willing to put up with. I mean, you can either quit it all right now and not put up with your missing hand, or put up with it and come out stronger.
Dawson, Zippy's totally right. I'm gonna grab him gently by the collar of his shirt, kind of like to get his focus. I'm gonna say, Dawson, I need you to look at me. I need you to stay calm. And I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Oh, okay. He's looking at you, and he's not saying anything. He's still in shock. Cast away. What's the DC I got to save on that for?
Okay, 14.
Okay, 14.
He can willingly submit to it if he wants to.
He's in shock, so he's not willingly able to do anything really right now.
Okay.
But do not worry, he did not save. So you see, what do you specifically want to do with the calm emotions? There's a few things you could do.
Okay, I'm going to suppress his just any extreme emotion, so he stays in like a placid state. Because I can stop anger or panic.
Okay. So you're going to stop those kind of emotions. Okay.
And then I have another thing I'd like to do, unless he's going to say something.
No, go ahead.
And then I'm going to say, Dawson, we're going to get you the help that you need, but you need to tell us when that explosion went off. Did you see or sense anything magical? And I want to cast, this is my first time, Detect Thoughts.
Oh, you sneaky little player. Okay, sure. So, first off, with the emotions, you see his face kind of like the shock kind of melts away, but he's still like super quiet, and you can see still just now tears are falling. So he's less panicked, but he is still very emotional in terms of just like feeling sad. Detect Thoughts, though, I believe I got to save, or else you can detect his surface level thoughts.
Yeah. Oh, no. The first time, I can sense his thoughts right away. He can't protect, but it's just surface level. And then if I want to press deeper, then he gets to try to save.
Right. Okay. So, sure. The emotion's calm, and you do a Vulcan kind of mind meld with him. You put your hand on his head, and you can hear his thoughts. And all it is just like, I saw it. Me. The real me. I was there. I was here. I was everywhere. And that's what you're getting from his surface level thoughts.
Okay, Dawson, I need you to focus. It's really important. What did you see?
He's like, I saw myself. It's like I left my body and was looking at my back. And then everything happened. And everything went black.
What? So he had like a beside himself experience.
Yeah, he had like an out-of-body experience.
But what does that mean? And I'm gonna say, try again. I can do it 3 times. And now
Okay.
I can start to see hidden thoughts.
Okay. So I gotta make a wisdom saving throw. I have to make against your DC, I believe, which is 14 again.
Yeah.
All right.
I really wish it was higher.
Nat 20. You are rejected.
Darn
You
it.
try to probe deeper, but all you see is just like fog and fuzziness. You can't make out any of his thoughts, and you can't hear any more details. It seems just completely suppressed off from you.
Okay, and I'm gonna say to Zippy, I'm just gonna pretend like I wasn't doing anything besides trying to comfort him. I'm gonna say to Zippy, he's in shock. I don't think there's anything we can do for him. Lemon, you need to get him to help right away. And I kind of stand up.
Zippy was kind of over to the side, just like fencing an invisible opponent, just because he's so proud of his
With your flame sword.
Oh, yes, I'm pretty sure I said we should leave pretty soon. I was just letting you have your little conversation there. I definitely don't want to be here with the authorities, especially with this huge sword.
Okay, here, 1 second. And are people like looking in through the window?
Yeah. Still, people are coming. Are just looking through. There hasn't been any like golden guards showing up yet.
Okay, I say, there's another explosion over there, and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make an explosion sound, kind of like behind on the opposite side of the street.
Okay.
And then if I can, I'm gonna
Shouldn't you do that before you say there's an explosion over there? Because how would you know
yeah.
there was an explosion?
Yeah, you're totally right.
I don't know if you can retcon that now, but...
Order of operations.
Yeah, if I can, Seth.
There's an explosion over there! What? How did you know that?
Yeah, I'd like to make the explosion and say, oh my gosh, look over there. Grab Gilbert, grab Zippy, trying really hard not to grab the fire sword, and to get the hell out of Dodge.
Okay. You do this, and since this is a fantastic plan, you see the explosion sound, similar to the one that you just heard, happens in the distance behind them, about 40 feet or so. And it explodes, and everybody's like, what? And everybody turns around, and you guys exit through the back door of the establishment. Like, you go through their back kind of storage area, and you end up in an alleyway behind the music shop with Gilbert and Zippy. And as you guys were leaving, Lemon was just saying like, thank you. And then she like runs out of this front of the store with Dawson in her arms.
Wow.
Would you say it's been 10 minutes since I cast the sword, or what do you think?
I think a couple of minutes.
Not yet, actually. I'd say you have 2 minutes left.
Okay. I think it would probably be best that I turn off the sword now to make sure we don't get spotted. People would be able to see us, be able to point us, or the authorities to us right away because they saw my sword.
But it looks so cool, Zippy. I just want you to know that's like a personal favorite of mine.
I'm quite proud of what I've just done.
Are you going to turn it off?
Yeah, I turn it off.
Okay, you turn it off and it goes like a lightsaber. And you like put an imaginary hilt in your pocket. Gilbert turns to you guys, and his eyes are just like wild. He's a little bit in shock as well, and he's just like, boys, whoa, that was crazy. Seriously good call there, Normandy. We shouldn't be making a scene for ourselves, especially with that.
Well, it was Zippy's idea to get away. I can only
Gilbert,
take
you
half
don't
credit.
give me enough credit. Is this because of what I did to your shoes earlier?
Everybody's like gonna wash their shoes around Zippy now. He's just like, I don't know anything about the shoes, but I know. And a smile starts to form on his face. He's like, I know we're onto something big. I can feel it.
We need to find Dariun right now.
Yes. Yeah, we gotta tell him. We gotta find him.
Do you have any idea where he'd be?
He went west. I guess we should make our way west. Try and find him before the funeral.
Oh, right. Of course.
Let's run and get out of here.
All right. So you guys agree to go searching and running for Dariun. Gilbert, before you leave, though, says, let's try and stick to the alleyways for a bit before we're a little farther away from the music store.
Stick to the rooftops.
The rooftops?
Yes, I see a staircase up to the rooftops over there. The houses are so close together. No one would think to look at the rooftops.
You're so right. Actually, you are right. It is kind of like European-style houses, as I said, like really just kind of attached to each other. So you find like some stairwells that lead to like a balcony really close to the roof of this one like kind of apartment.
Let's go up, and we'll make our way across the rooftops and kind of get a good look from up there.
I love it.
Do you need any help, Zippy? I know you're short, but
I need no help. I'm a self-service rabbit. No need to put me anywhere in your pocket or anything. I'm fully automated.
Fully
I'm
automated.
large and in charge.
He just keeps going and going and going, you know?
Okay, sorry. Let's get up. And you all kind of make your way up, and I imagine, Zippy, you kind of jump up with your rabbit leg strength.
Yep.
And you guys are on the roofs.
Do we pass anyone
Cut to-
before we go up the stairs?
No, actually, no one was there. If
Okay.
everyone would be either like out in the middle of the streets making their way to the funeral now, or in front of the music store looking at the craziness that happened there.
Okay.
So nobody was looking in the back
There's
alleyways.
not like
really.
a Batman Begins moment where I give a kid binoculars.
Not yet.
Hey,
Not yet.
nice coat.
Episode 7. You saw nothing, kid. Okay, we are gonna cut back to Dariun right now. Dariun, you are drunkenly like making your way through the streets. People are passing by. Lots of like girls are like laughing at you, and some people are just like shaking their heads in shame that you're a citizen. What do you do?
A couple people who kind of like are like ashamed of me as a citizen that I can really tell. I just flip them off. Just straight
Intimidation
up, just
check.
That's gonna be a 14.
Yeah, they're like, okay, sure, back off. I'm not going to deal with this today. And people kind of
Jog
make their
on.
way. You're like parting your way through the sea of people. And as you're kind of like just moseying down the street, looking all red, you see that people are starting to kind of like the dress code is kind of changing and it's getting a little bit more crowded, but people are starting to look like they're dressed for a funeral. And everybody's kind of making their way to the center of Orem.
Oh, where's everybody gone? What is this a black tie event? Did I miss an invite? Is there... Excuse me, sir. Am I dressed wrong? Sir?
Roll a d20 real quick. Don't add anything.
10.
You're talking to a garbage can.
Look,
But it's
man, you're
listening.
giving me the worst advice I've ever heard. But I just kind of lean against the wall for a sec. I had been attempting to make my way towards the music shop, like the direction that they had gone.
Okay.
Have I come across potentially them at all, like passing through?
Well, would Darian
No,
have
not
heard
yet.
like any of the explosions?
No, he would have been too far away to really hear it. And it would have been going on when he was getting really drunk. Like, probably about an hour's passed since the explosion happened for Darian.
Okay.
You guys are still on the rooftop somewhere, but he's talking to a garbage can.
Look, man, we've had a great conversation here, but you're really not giving me much to go off of. I think I'm gonna ask that tall glass of water over there, and I think I'm talking to a lamppost. Can anybody tell me what's going on? Why is everyone all...
A lady comes from the crowd and sees that you are really struggling, and she's like, "Are you okay? Sorry, sir. Excuse me."
Look, I've had better days. I'm just trying to find this, like, he's like this high. He's got like long ears. He's fuzzy. He looks like a tortoise in the hair, the big bunny. You know what I'm talking about?
She's even chuckling herself, and you kind of like slump forward and lean on her a bit. And she's like, "Okay."
Look, I know what you're thinking. I sound crazy, but I'm telling you, he's like yay big, sweet little, like long leaves. He's got long leaves. You know him, right?
Sure. How about we go and look for him, this bunny over here? And she's like leading you to a bench.
Aw, she's nice.
Okay, you know, bench it. All right, let's go. Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
and she like, you go to the bench. She leads you over there, and people are looking at you crazy, but she doesn't care. And she kind of like places you on the bench, and she sits down next to you, and she's like, "How about we just take a little rest?"
Yes, I really need to find the fuzzy guy, but like, all right. What's your name? What's your name?
My name? It's Jezzy.
Jez. Is that
Jezzy.
Is your last name Bell?
Spirit of Jezebel. Are you saying?
Yes, long for Jezebel, but short for Jezzy.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
It's like Jesse, but with Z's.
Oh, okay. Are you I'm shaking my head a little bit, trying to be clear. Are you from around here?
Yeah, I am. I live here.
Oh, that's always. Were you from other parts first? You come back?
Well, no, I've kind of been born and raised here. And as you're talking, your colors are starting to shift again. And you go from this red thing, and you're kind of just having this casual conversation. You're kind of mellowing out, and the red starts to fade away. But it's a different kind of color that comes now. It's not green. It's not red. It's blue.
Ooh.
Oh, that's Do you have family?
She's looking at you. You're like a chameleon. You're like changing colors. She's just like, family? Yeah, yeah, I have family. She's still staying with you though.
That's nice. Tell me about him. Do you have a brother?
No, I have two other younger sisters, but yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's nice. What are their names?
Their names are Jessa and Goldie.
Jesse and Jessa. It sounds like your parents ran out of ideas.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she chuckles a little.
I'm sorry about that. I just really miss my rabbit friend. I just really miss him.
Tears start streaming or welling up in Darian's eyes.
I just really wish he'd come by soon. I don't actually know where I am.
The truth comes out. He doesn't know where he is.
It's okay. Well, how about I stay with you until you find your friends?
Yeah, that'd be really nice. Please.
Let's just rest. How about you can lie on my lap and take a snooze.
Do you know magic?
No, actually, I don't. Sorry.
Oh, damn. There's this one. What's it called? There's this one spell. Can you just like pull poisons out of things? And I saw my friend use it once to sober himself up real quick in front of some guards. It was very interesting. I just was wondering if there's anybody around to help me with that for a second. It just would be really helpful.
I can kind of look. I'll go look while you're sleeping.
So I don't think I should sleep in public. I might get arrested.
No, don't worry. I'll protect you.
Here, I'm just gonna lean back. I'm just gonna put my arms on the back of the bench. I'm just gonna kind of lean my head up a little bit because I need to keep an eye out for my friends.
What were their names?
Gilligan. Gilligan.
Okay, Gilligan.
He's human. Zipster. Zippy. Zippy. He's the little
Zippy?
He's the little furry friend. And
I remember.
Goat Boy is the last one. That's his real name. Had it with that boy. So rude.
Sorry. Could you say that name again?
Goat Boy.
Go boy. Okay. She's
Yeah.
like she's not really believing your story that these are actually people.
Do I know that though?
No, you don't.
Okay.
You can't even roll to save that one.
Okay. Yeah. In that case, I just kind of try and keep an eye out for the guys if I see them or anything like that. I try not to sleep. I actually try and just keep an eye out for them.
Okay. Well, she's like, well, I guess we better start getting their attention now then, I guess. Gilligan! Zipster! Goat boy!
Oh, no.
And she's...
I told you zip. It is zippy. Zippy. Yep.
Sorry, Zippy! And everybody's looking, like, all the people passing on the way to the funeral are looking at you two like you're insane, but she doesn't care. She just really wants to help. And you guys... Cut. You guys are on top of some roofs, hopping from roof to roof. Gilbert kind of mentions to you guys, he's like, guys, I don't know. We've been looking for like an hour and a half. I don't know if we'll find him. And perception check. And you get advantage, Zippy, because it's a hearing one.
Okay.
Do I roll as well, Seth, or no?
Yep, you roll as well. Zippy just gets advantage because Lapine's stuff in his ears.
Well, that's a natural 1, so I don't hear squat.
You're a little deaf from the explosion. You still hear a little ringing in your ears.
Right.
Mine's 15.
Okay. In the distance, your ears catch the voice of a girl being, Zippy, Goat Boy, Gilligan.
Crew, how many people do you think are named Zippy in these parts?
I think it's probably a pretty rare name.
I'd say, like, given the odds, 2?
What about...
Maybe.
What about...
And you're 1.
What about Gilligan? What's the chances of a Zippy and Gilligan being friends?
Zippy.
Yeah, you hear Darian's groan in the distance.
That sounds like my best friend Darian. Guys, I think I found the man. He's crying.
Even you heard that one, Normandy.
Okay, awesome.
Hurry, let's go. But let's just make sure on top of the roofs over here. We'll get the closest roof to where we hear the voice.
Yeah, let's go. And you guys start hopping across and running, and you see that, like, down in the street, you're looking down now, and you can see Darian on the bench, and he's blue, and he's looking whack.
That can't be Darian. Darian was green last time I saw him.
Oh, right.
I guess we just keep looking then. All right, let's go over to those houses over there. Although that does sound like Darian, and he's sure missing me if that's really him.
Darian, is that you?
Are you not? You're on top of a roof. Are you
Darian!
shouting to him?
Darian, is that you?
You sound like you're right beside him.
Darian,
do I
is that
notice
you?
them? Do I notice them, Seth?
Perception check.
I'll use thaumaturgy to make my voice ring out a little louder.
What? We
Okay.
don't want to draw too
Still
much
perception
attention.
check, though,
we don't want to draw
Darian.
too much attention.
Oh, I can make it sound near him if I...
I guess
Either
that's
way,
true.
it was a natural 20.
Boom!
Oh. You look up and you see them.
He's so eager.
You see them up there on top of the roof looking down at you, and you can see they're, like, discussing whether you're Darian or not.
I look up and see them, and I see Norman D first, and I just go, "Screw you, goat boy," and flip him off.
And I laugh and I say, "What's up, lizard man?" And it's good to see you. And I try to find a way down.
Yeah, you find on the back side of these houses that you're on top of. So you're looking over into the main street. If you look at the back, there's the alleyways, and there's more like kind of stairways down, like how you got up here.
Gilbert, do you think it's safe to go down? We're quite a while away from the music store.
Yeah, I think it should be fine. I think we'll, if anything, we'll bring more attention if we stay up here.
Zippy, are you going to jump down the front, or are you going to come with us?
Zippy jumps down right to Darian.
Superhero landing!
3-point land.
You do it, and you're fine.
It's my fuzzy friend.
He hugs Darian.
Oh, it's so nice. Thank you. That's so great.
Are you okay, Darian? You're a different color. Are you kind of like a mood ring?
I've had better days.
And you see, as you're talking and you're reunited with your friends, your skin color is starting to drain, and you're actually going back to your base green state.
As Normandy walks closer, I attempt to punch him.
Oh, wait, quick pause. Sorry, quick pause. Before I get back to them, that can happen, but before I get back, because me and Gilbert are walking down the stairs, right?
Yep.
Okay, just real quick, before we get there, I ask, hey Gilbert, just a quick question. Do you have all the ingredients at your house to make tomato soup?
You mean like tomatoes and the other soup parts that go into that?
Yeah, like basil, salt, pepper, water, tomato paste, things like that.
Yeah, we totally should. And if we don't, I can send either James or Joey to go get some.
Okay, I'll need some back at our place tonight if it's not too much trouble.
That should be fine. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, perfect. And I keep going down the stairs. And I round the corner, Darian, good friend.
And I swing my fist.
As you're swinging your fist, you went green when seeing Zippy. You're going red again. And roll to hit. With disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
Yeah.
You are so lucky that was disadvantage. That was a natural 20, you little stinker. That only ends up being an 11, though.
I believe that's lower than your AC.
13,
so
yeah.
You go to punch Normandy in the face. You swing with all your might, and Normandy just casually steps to the side, and you go falling on your face.
Okay there, Darian.
Darian, I think you fell. Or I think you tripped.
Normandy, I don't think it's Darian's quite himself right now.
Don't tell me what I did, go boy. So, whoa, it's been a long day.
Hello, ma'am. How do you do? And I reach out to shake the lady's hand.
Oh, hi. You must be Goat Boy. I'm Jezzy. I guess a friend of the guy over there. I never got his name.
Darian.
Okay, Darian. Nice to meet you.
Yes, this is Darian. He's a great, true friend. I'm so glad that you are here to take care of him. Thank you.
Anytime. I'm just glad he's back in his actual friend's hands. I didn't think you guys were real, to be honest.
Jezzy is a better friend than you've ever been, Normandy. Gilbert, she's been so helpful. Pay the girl.
Sure, I guess so. And then Gilbert leans down and whispers and is like, "This is gonna cut from the 2,000 I owe you. Sorry." And he gives her 50 gold. And she's like, "Oh, I can't accept this." And Gilbert's like, "No, I think you've earned it. You've really, I'm sure you've been through a lot with our friend over there. So just take it."
Sorry, what did you say your name was?
It's Jezzy. It's like Jesse, but with Z's.
Jesse, I have a feeling that Darian's definitely going to want to meet you again. Is it appropriate to ask if there was a place where he could find you once he's had a bit of time to sober up?
I've heard that, Normandy. I'm taken, thank you very much.
I'm just trying to wingman you, I say quietly. Is there
I don't need any help from you.
Me, then. Is there any way that we can stay in touch with you?
Well, I work down at the bakery in the center of Orem, so just come by there anytime. I'll usually be in there.
Well, I'm sure it's the yeast I could do.
Why with the puns? Oh man. Okay, that was pretty good actually. That was pretty quick. One inspiration point for you. You've earned
it. Write that down. Nice.
You've earned it. I gotta say.
Dariun, do you think you're up for going to a little funeral?
Wait. Yes. Okay, yeah, we're good.
Oh, good! Because you seem like a lot of fun right now, and I think the people at the funeral could use some cheering up.
Yeah, I've probably got a good couple hours before I crash, so we can make it.
I'm so happy.
Jesse says, well, have fun at the funeral. I do suggest that you don't go wearing what you're currently wearing, considering it looks like Zippy and Normandy have been through a bonfire, as well as you, Gilbert. And I think there's some throw up on Darian stuff.
I didn't puke. I kept it together.
I say, oh, you're totally right. I use prestidigitation to clean us up a little bit.
You're all clean. Magically, the dirt falls off. Brand new.
And I put on my shin pads after taking a look at Jesse.
Is that like a suggestive look at Jesse?
No, like I just take a look at her and think, wow, she's really nice, she's really kind. I might have a crush on her.
Okay, so you put on these shin pads that you got last episode that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe they show you, or you can locate the nearest freshly dug grave whenever you see your crush.
Yeah, that's right.
I will let you decide whether this girl is your crush.
She's like the only woman I've seen or talked to.
She's
really.
A human. She's brunette. She looks like a bakery girl. I guess.
Yeah,
she's not. Yeah, she's not wearing a uniform or anything. She's just wearing common
Seth,
street clothes.
It's because you sold her so well, man. She just seems like the real deal.
Oh, whoa! Going for the personality really is a crush. This might be more than a crush. Then the shin pads don't work.
Well, barely know her though. So
okay. If
I can
if
just
she is
imagine
indeed
Normandy just like strapping on the shin pads and then winking at
looking up at Jesse.
Excuse me, I'm getting ready for a funeral. I'm just tying my shin pads on, my funeral shin pads.
Like I lift my my ankle parts and put them over my, to hide the shin pads after.
Mm-hmm. You're the actual freshly dug grave that you see or notice. The closest one to you is in the center of Orem, and it's about 200 feet down in the earth, below the ground. In the center of Orem, below the ground, that is where the most freshly dug grave is.
Does that look like it's the same? It's like the king's grave, or is it something else?
You could ask Jesse. She might know.
I would say, do you know... So this might sound morbid, but we're trying to find the funeral. Do you know where the king has been buried? The gods rest his soul.
Well, I all the kings of Orem from the three families, they get buried in a tomb underneath the center, closest to where the grand treasure was found. It's kind of a sacred place, but yeah, that's where all the highest nobility is buried.
Okay, thank you.
and as you still look at her, you still know where that grave is. Crushes don't falter.
Okay. I mean, do I forget where it is when I look away, or?
No, you still remember.
Okay,
it's just you can't locate it like you just don't know exactly where it is. It's not like you have echolocation on it.
Normandy, we need to make it to the funeral. We're running late already.
You're right. Sorry, I'm wasting time. Thank you, Jesse. We'll be sure to stop by the bakery sometime.
Yeah, please do. I'll give you some samples.
Normandy, maybe it would be best if you told everyone at the funeral that you were at fault there, so that everyone can make sure they understand just how he died. I think that would be best.
I clear my throat. Well, it's all a matter of perspective, Zippy. We don't want to be late. We should probably get going. Gilbert, lead the way.
Yeah, let's go. Thank you again, Jezzy. No problem, Gilligan. See you, Zippy, goat boy, and see you, Darian.
See you, Jazzy.
Darian, you can hold my hand and I'll guide you.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
And that's what happens. You do, and you guys start going to the center of Orem, where the funeral is being held. As you head there, you see again, like it's getting more condensed. As you were talking, like the streets got less filled because everybody's kind of heading there, and a lot of people are wearing black. Not everybody though, but everyone is kind of forming around the perimeter, leaving room in the actual center. For the actual funeral procession. You see like a podium there. You see chairs for like the family that's going to sit behind. And there's also like a stand for where the grave is going to be, or sorry, the casket. But there's an open path all the way from the bottom of the stairs leading up to the castle and towards that center kind of station where it's going to be the actual funeral procession. You guys are at the back right now. Do you want to move closer? Do you want to stay at the back? You can try and make your way through this kind of like New York Times on New Year's Eve, like Times Square kind of business, but it's up to you where you want to be.
Darian's just being led by Zippy. He has no preference.
Gilbert, do you think it's any less wise to be near the front?
Well, I guess it would just be a better view. What if we get back on one of the roofs?
Hey, great idea.
All right, let's go, boys. So he leads you up one of the places, and you're on top of the roofs. And there's actually a number of people on some of the other roofs. Not a bunch, but there's some like kids sitting on the roofs, like around the square. It's quite large, and you can just see the sea of people below, and it's like a sea of black, just and some heads. And you can clearly see the center podium and everything, and you start to hear it. You start to hear the music of the funeral marching band kind of playing the drums and flutes and trumpets and everything, and the funeral music is starting, and you see the band descending down the stairs from the castle to the center, and the music is playing, and people are crying. You can hear some wailing, and you can hear some people being like, "Pontus Alvaro, you were the best king!" And it's just very emotional. And you see behind the band is just rows and rows of golden guards, just in full golden suits, like their armor, and they are just making their way, and they form like a barrier between the people and where the actual like podium is. They line the entire square. There's also guards you see on the outskirts now, like at the back of the crowds. There's just a lot of security. And you see, finally, the family and several human men carrying the casket on their shoulders, and they're bringing it down the stairs slowly. And you see behind the casket is this old woman with gray hair and wearing the crown of the queen. And she makes her way to the podium as they put the casket on the stands. And she looks over to one of the boys that was carrying the casket, and they make a motion with their hand, and thaumaturgy is cast on her voice. And she just starts saying, "Pontus was more than a man to me, more than a king. He was my best friend. He was my lover. He was..." And then you start to hear cracks happening in the sky. You look up, everybody looks up, and you just see this swirling kind of black vortex, and there's just cracking energy coming off of it. And you just hear it be like, what is going on? And all the guards are like getting suited up and like drawing their blades. They're ready for something to come. Everybody's kind of freaking out. And then it just kind of collapses in on itself. And you see this one figure fall from the sky and slam into the casket. Superhero landing again. And you see it's a female, and her fist just plummets through the casket, and it just explodes. But it doesn't explode really. Like, as she crashes into it, it shreds itself, but you don't see a body inside or anything. It just all of a sudden turns into this bright blue magical energy, which then turns into butterflies. And throughout the entire crowd at this funeral, these butterflies are hovering over top. And you can see even some come near you. A butterfly just flies past all your faces and just goes off. And it looks like it's just made of pure magical energy. And the butterflies fly into the sky and disappear. And you see everybody's jaws are just dropped. And this girl you can see in the center kind of looks like a librarian. She's wearing like the librarian outfit. She's got just like glasses. You see she adjusts them up, and she has a tight ponytail and brunette hair. And she just, again, straightens her back, pushes up her glasses. And then you just hear a voice that should not be related to a librarian just go, "All right, it's time to party!" And everybody in the crowd is like, "Oh, hell yeah! It's the God of Bliss! It's the God of Bliss's tether! Yeah! Woo!" And then party time.